Hello and welcome, sports fans, to this live video streaming event of Table Rock Sports Productions. I am Boomer Marshall. Got an all-star crew here for you tonight. Caleb Franklin, he'll be on the video, bringing you those great shots at home. Also along for the ride, the man, the myth, the legend, the chief, Dan Marshall, my dad. He'll be on the color commentary and the one-liners to keep you guys all loose at home. We're here live in Medford, Oregon today at Dennis Murphy Court on the campus of South Medford High School. Well, welcome to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. Today featuring the visiting Lady Axe of South Eugene High School, taking on your South Medford Lady Panthers. We're pleased to bring you this game on TableRockSports.net in partnership with the Medford School District and our participating community business partners. Be sure to download the new version of our free app. Watch all Table Rock Sports and network events on your phone, tablet, PC, or anywhere you connect for free. We also invite fans to check out all the features on TableRockSports.net, where you can find easy access to live streaming events, Southern Oregon Sports Spotlight, and our new feature, the Alumni Watch. When we come back, we'll have Coach's Corner with head coach Tom Cole of the Lady Panthers. His thoughts on the big win Friday night against Sheldon and a couple performances in that game, and his overall view on the start of the second half here in the Southwest Conference. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this.
Let's go! At U.S. Cellular, we heard you. You want a wireless plan that works for you. That's why we're giving you unlimited data for just $30 on a network ranked #1 in network quality performance. All that and no hidden fees. That's the best value in wireless. That work for you? U.S. Cellular. Choose fair.
For the best deals in wireless on a network that works in the middle of anywhere, visit Siskiyou Cellular, your local U.S. Cellular agent. 7 locations, including Central Point off Plaza Boulevard.
The Associates for Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery provide professional, personal, and compassionate care for their patients. Their offices in Medford, Grants Pass, and Klamath Falls practice the full scope of services, from corrective jaw surgery to wisdom teeth removal and much more. For more information or to schedule your complimentary dental implant consultation, call 541-779-3781.
We think in our stores that we have the best selection and the best value for the dollar.
My name's Haley, and I've been showing sheep for 5 years through 4-H and pigs for 2 years through 4-H. 2 years ago I got Grand Champion, and today I got Reserve Grand Champion. It's a really good program, and it teaches the kids self-responsibility. The program wouldn't be how it is today if we didn't have people like Sherb coming out and supporting us.
If you shop with us, you will save money.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love my team. I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at Southern Oregon's
Circle K is your on-the-go tailgate headquarters. Whether it's a home game or a road game, when you need a big play, call on My Circle K. From their always fresh premium brewed coffee, ice-cold fountain drinks and sodas, fresh made-for-travel deli items. When it comes to special teams, nothing is more special than My Circle K's Kickback Reward program. Rewards every purchase, every time. Find them, follow them, throw a tailgate party with them. MyCircleK.com.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Welcome back here live at Dennis Murphy Court, South Medford High School, Southwest Conference action. The second half of the season in the Southwest Conference underway tonight here with the Lady Panthers, the home team taking on the Lady Axe of South Eugene High School. When these two squared off earlier in the season, it was the first game of the Southwest Conference in South Eugene. played the Lady Panthers tough. The Panthers only held a 4-point advantage headed to the fourth quarter. Ended up winning, I think, by 14. But it was no easy task as the Panthers looked up and found themselves down much of the first 3 quarters of the game against South Eugene. And South Eugene 10-10 on the year, a young team, but keep your eyes out for Sophia Magert. She had 30. The sophomore 5'4" guard led the Axe and had 30 points and kept the game close. I'm going to bring the Chief in now. Chief, good to have you here. Talk a little bit about South Medford and their win last Friday night against Sheldon, and what that means. Tonight is probably the second toughest team in the conference after Sheldon. As the team they play tonight.
This place was rocking last Friday, and rightfully so, with number 2-3 team in the state, and South came away with a huge win. And oftentimes after a huge win, boom, you got a little letdown, but they can't afford to have a letdown tonight because, like you said, talking with Coach Cole, and like you said, South Eugene played them very, very tough, that they're disciplined, they can handle the pressure, and typically the teams that South plays outside of the big tournaments, they're able to put pressure on them and impose their will and dominate, where the South Eugene group is a very disciplined and talented group. And so Tom's got, and we also have, if you haven't already said, as he were coming through the quarter, I got a chance to talk to him, that Sierra Logue is, she's out on the DL tonight, and hopefully it's not going to be a long-lasting injury, but hurt her knee on Friday night, so a big loss coming into this game.
Yeah, the Panthers, rim protector, so to say. She averages, I think, close to 5 block shots a game, and the only girl on the Panther roster that stands over 6 foot tall. Provides them height, length, and really a rim protector, somebody that, the Panthers can funnel their defense towards. And with her gone, it means Shakaya Teague Perry is going to have to step up. Tanisha Coley obviously did so in the last game. We'll get to that in the coach's corner when I talk to Tom Cole. But a big win for the Panthers last Friday night. But sometimes as a coach, the games you're most worried about are the ones either before the biggest game or the one after a big win. And you would hope that South Medford would come in the same attitude and effort that they came with on Friday night against the Lady Irish.
And just, watching this team across the board, their depth is going to pay huge dividends for them. They has all season, and it's going to pay big dividends tonight if Shaq could come in and play like she usually plays, and Tanisha has another good game, and she's going to have to, and we're going to have to rely on Teague Perry, the Shaq, to kind of get it done a little bit with losing a big defensive presence in Sierra Logue. So, but I really think that the South Medford girls basketball team, the Lady Panthers, they have a purpose. They have a vision of where they want to be, and South Eugene's in their way, and I think they're collectively ready to rise to the occasion.
Absolutely. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, Coach's Corner with head coach Tom Cole. It's 8 minutes, so go get something to drink, sit back down, and we'll have a nice sit down with Coach Cole. And then after that, we'll take another break and bring it back. We'll have some Southwest Conference basketball for you. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this.
Hello, I'm Lennox Scott, Chairman and CEO of John O. Scott Real Estate. In 1931, my grandfather started John O. Scott Real Estate. I would like to take a moment to thank you for your trust in allowing us to serve your real estate needs. Helping you realize your home ownership dreams is why we do what we do. But one thing is clear, it takes place one client at a time, each individual buyer or seller, because at the end of the day, it comes down to you. The past few years have been an incredible time of growth for us. We now have over 110 offices and more than 3,000 broker associates in the states of Washington, Oregon, Idaho, and California. But our higher purpose is living life as a contribution.
Welcome back. Boomer Marshall alongside the Chief Dan Marshall. Caleb Franklin here, coming to you live from Dennis Murphy Court had a chance to catch up with head coach Tom Cole. Here was his thoughts on last Friday night's game against Sheldon, the loss of Sierra Logue, the emergence of Tanisha Coley, and what it's going to take for the Panthers down the stretch to close out the second half of the Southwest Conference season, much as they did the first. Here's head coach Tom Cole.
Head coach Tom Cole. Coach's Corner. Coach, I guess let's start with last Friday night and a big win against Sheldon, which put you guys in first place for the first half of the conference season. Talk about the performance from the girls a little bit.
Yeah, it was a great game, great atmosphere for high school basketball here, and kids really came to play. I thought we got a lot of production from kids in every aspect of the game. It was a great team effort. Even though the box score didn't fill up with points equally across it, a lot of kids made contributions, and it was a good reflection of a team win.
I think it's easy for me to point out Tanisha Coley and her 18 points. Obviously, that was a big boost to what you guys did. But I also just wanted to point out, and maybe you could talk about this a little bit, her defensive effort from about the middle of the third quarter to about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter is on the reigning player of the year from last year. And up to that point, I think she had 19. And once Tanisha got on her and checked her, she went scoreless.
Yeah. I thought Tanisha's length gave her a lot of problems, and you're absolutely right. Tanisha had a heck of a game. I think she's a kid who oftentimes, with as deep of a team we have, goes unnoticed. That's a breakout game for her. I don't expect that be, exactly what she does every game, but I think she surprised some kids. And you're also right about her ability to neutralize Mirable, and because really in the first half we had a very difficult time with her, and Niche, to her credit, really played a lot of great on-ball defense, and I think with her length, she gave her some problems. I also think Mirable was having to do a lot, to keep them in the game all game long, which she's that kind of player, and we were fortunate enough to just not let her continue doing what she was so successful at in the first two quarters.
Well, yeah, hats off to you on that one, because it seemed like, hey, if this girl wasn't getting the job done, you went to the next one, and it was kind of the next man up. And that kind of segues me into my next question. It feels like you guys have 9 starters. I mean, legitimately.
Yeah.
And on any given night, any one of those 9 kids could get the job done. And that's not saying that 10 through 13 is bad, because I think 10 through 13 on your team could start for every other team in the conference on any given night on any team. So, I mean, your depth obviously is a tool. It's a blessing and a curse as a coach sometimes to try to find minutes in a 32-minute game, for that many girls. Obviously, it's a good thing if you want to win basketball games. It's a tough thing to find minutes. Yeah. Talk about the kind of internal struggle of trying to piece it together, match it at the right way. It's got to be something that you think about a lot. Being a former coach, I know it would keep me up at nights.
Yeah. Well, what's great about this group is that they've grown up together for the most part. They're all been close, and I think they're really unselfish. There has been an interchangeable lineup in almost every game. From game 1 to game 19, the rotations have continued to change, and sometimes 2 games in a row there might be some consistency, but we've really Tanisha has started, Shakaya has started, Tony has not started, Bella has not started. The only kid who has started in every single game for us has been Bella Petrojetti, and I think what it's done is it's taken the emphasis, I think, off of, the importance of starting. Of course, every kid wants to come out, feel like, they're, hear their name called out. I think as a high school kid, that means a lot, especially at home games, But I also think that they're seeing that their teammates are able to be just as productive when they come off the bench, and that really there's no real drop off, on any given night. So I just think it's a commitment of being unselfish, and then for us to constantly challenge ourselves with, where can we find matchups, and where can we find times to take advantage of speed or height or somebody being left-handed, and we we're starting to develop a toolbox that allows us to do some things.
Yeah, there's nothing that validates whether you start, finish, you're in the middle, other than getting big wins like you did last week against Sheldon. Let's talk about tonight a little bit and the task at hand. South Eugene gave you guys a big-time fight up at the Purple Pit in Eugene the first time you played them. As a coach, I know that back in the day I used to get worried about coming off of a big win or before a big game. This is coming off a big win. Obviously, you've had a couple extra days to practice and get your kids prepared. But what's the message to them tonight about this game? Maybe the second toughest team other than Sheldon in the league.
Yeah, well, I hope that none of them forget what it looked like in South Eugene, because going into the fourth quarter, we were only up by 4 points. We had an exceptional fourth quarter, and that was really the only the difference. We trailed in that game on a number of in the first half and in the second half. It was never comfortable, and you're also absolutely correct in that can kids possess the maturity to to see the next game as just important as the last one. They obviously rose to the challenge of Sheldon, but if they don't rise to the challenge of South Eugene, this game is not one that's a gimme. And when you don't have your inside presence, a kid who's averaging 4 to 4.5 blocks a game, that changes some things defensively too, and that's a hard kid to replace with Sierra Logue being out. So you look at the rankings and you look at all that, and you truthfully got thrown out because they're well coached. I think she's done a tremendous job this year of improving that group of kids. And the truth is, Boomer, in my 13 years, I've never had a kid in this conference put 30 points on us, of any kid. And there have been Division I players and throughout that decade plus, and that kid from South Eugene put 30 on us up there. And that takes something. Not everybody has a weapon like that. So we've got to do a better job of trying to neutralize her and not allow them to get into a rhythm. They broke the press pretty easily. They were able to drive to the bucket and make a lot of just open shots. And I hope we do a better job this time around of defending those.
You touched on Sierra Logue being out. A prognosis maybe or an update on her status?
Well, right now she's going through physical therapy, and she's got a dislocated kneecap. I think it's part of what's happened with her growth as she continues to grow. Her growth plates are still open, so she's still getting bigger, and I think she experienced this difficulty last year. It sat her out for probably a month. I think she's been more preventative this year by wearing knee braces to try to stabilize the patella, but the reality is we need her. I mean, we are really going to need her when it matters most, and regardless of outcomes between now and then, we've got to count on her coming back when it's important. So we've got to buy some time. I believe this group of kids is capable of continuing to win games without her, but I also know we're hoping for a speedy recovery.
Absolutely. Well, Coach, good luck to her. Good luck to you tonight.
All right,
good job.
That was head coach Tom Cole, and we covered kind of all the bases there, Chief. The longest probably coach's corner I've ever done. I know Tom can talk. I know I can talk. So he put us together. It's a recipe for a lot of talking, but I thought he touched on some nice points there. How the kids need to come out ready to play, just as if they're playing against Sheldon tonight, because South Eugene will come down here and throw an L in your on your win-loss record. And at this point, the Panthers sit at number 2 in the seeds, and that's the last thing they need right now. And ultimately control their own destiny. But they got to come ready to play tonight, and they got to be really sharp, considering the girl in the middle, Sierra Logue, is out.
Yeah, and big part of this team, but again, I think their depth is going to pay dividends tonight, and the fact that Tom touched on, just every kid in this program has had a start, and so that's going to help them from a confidence standpoint, and but they really do have to take care of business if they want to finish 1 or 2 in the power rankings, and then you get a 31 or 32, and then you play a 16 versus playing a 16 and an 8, so it's a big deal that we got to win out.
Absolutely. Got to take care of business, especially here at home. And I know February 28th looms large. That's the last game of the Southwest Conference. It'll be at Sheldon. But that game doesn't mean nearly as much if you don't take care of business tonight. With that said, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have starting lineups and a couple things to watch for in tonight's contest. Don't go anywhere here on Table Rock Sports.
Listen up, everyone. Listen up. You know that great deal got him a new car? This is the guy from Lithia who made it all possible, Carlos. You want someone who's going to take care of you and not just the dealership? My guy should be your guy.
Hola, Carlos.
But not for you, little sister. Thank you for coming.
Find your guy during Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford and on LithiaSuperstore.com. Not a dealership, a partnership.
I saw a parent, dad in the stands yelling at his kid, trying to coach him from the bleachers, and the embarrassment on the kid's face. It looked like he was about to cry while playing the game.
I think it's very embarrassing for a student athlete to see their parents being escorted out of the gym or off the playing field.
I'd be surprised if that kid comes back to the game.
And you risk a child enjoying the game, that you rob them of the fun. You have made a bad choice.
Your workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Since 1991, Medford area residents have looked to Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon for vision care for the whole family. Specializing in optometry for adults and children, ECA uses state-of-the-art diagnostic tools to scan for health risks and get your prescription just right. Get your students a comprehensive vision check to ensure they have their best chance to learn and succeed. And look good while you see well. Specialists in our optical boutique have...
Welcome back here live at Dennis Murphy Court. The South Eugene Lady Axe starting lineup tonight. Starting at forward, a senior, 5'10", Aubrey Lewis. Starting at a guard, 5'4" sophomore. She had 30 at the Purple Pit at home and almost led the Axe to the victory. Sophomore Sophia Magert. Starting at another guard, a junior, 5'9", Jenna Glenzel. Also at a guard, 5'6", senior, number 10, Hannah Stein. And running up the starting five, sophomore guard, 5'10", Aaliyah Harris. For the Lady Panthers, starting at a wing, number 0, Kaylee Chamberlain. Starting at guard, number 1, Antoinette Coleman. At another guard, the senior, on her way to Eastern Washington University via scholarship, Bella Petrogetti. Starting in the middle tonight, number 12, she had 18 last Friday night against the Irish, Tanisha Coley, just a sophomore. And rounding out the starting lineup, number 20, another guard, junior, Bella Stone. The Panthers are coached by Tom Cole, assisted by Hannah Warren, Yeremi Mejia, Elizabeth Gibson, and Ted Curtis. All right, Chief, final thoughts before we tip this one off.
Well, I think, getting off to an early start's important. Obviously, we want to go a little up-tempo and put some pressure on them. But, again, Coach talked about South Eugene being able to handle that pressure. So it's got to be more than that. It's got to be sustained pressure for 4 quarters, and they've got to collectively play cohesive as a team without Sierra in there.
Be great to see the Panthers get off to a quick start as they struggled against South Eugene the first time. That jump ball is going to be, we're going to re-jump it. So no time off the clock. And there it is. South Eugene's going to control it, but it's actually going to go to Coleman. She has it. Probing, looking to get something going offensively. The Panthers will set up in the half court. Bella Petrogetti on the right wing, looking inside. Coley says, I'm going to pick up right where I left off. Doesn't get it to go. Gets the offensive rebound. Doesn't get that to go. South Eugene loses the ball. Magert loses the ball. Coleman kind of looks like she knocked it off of Magert's foot and out of bounds. So the Panthers will have possession underneath their own basket. Bella cutting. Kaylee cutting. Ball will go to Wheels. Little spin move into the lane, and that's going to be a travel.
Ooh, I was just about ready to say, boom, that's a nice move there. Just dancing before the music started a little bit, but a great move there by Kay Healy, and went down. Thought we might have a 3-point play there.
South Eugene gets the ball in, facing pressure. Tanisha Coley is going to be called for the foul. A little aggressive up into the body there of Aaliyah Harris, sophomore guard for the Axe. Get it in now to Megert. Coleman checking her. Megert checking behind her, seeing if anybody's there. Sophia does a nice job of breaking the press, and South Eugene looks to get into something offensively. Nice spread the court, good cut there, but going to go off the South Eugene's leg. Aubrey Lewis just lost possession off her knee, out of bounds. Ball turned over to South Medford. Bella Stone will bring it up. She'll go to Chamberlain on the right wing. South Eugene in man-to-man defense. Bella Stone, free throw line extended on the right side. She'll dribble baseline. Little stutter dribble down. Coleman gets it kicked out. Driving, penetrating right all the way to the hoop and just rolls out. Stone down with the offensive rebound and will turn it over. Coleman missed the bunny. And Panthers had another opportunity, but then Stone throws it away.
Hey, 2 turnovers in a row right there for, and that's why I say get off to an early start, but good movement by the Panthers like that. Tony unable to finish, and then Bella all over the court, gets a rebound and turns it over.
Bringing it up now is Aaliyah Harris. Harris, sophomore guard, good size, 5'10". Spreading the court now, Glenzel picks her dribble up. Looking's going to find Harris on the right wing. And Tony's going to knock the ball away. Ball will stay with the Axe. Good pressure there by the Panthers.
And Tony initially was starting on Megert, and now she moves back over and starts covering her, and that's probably a good call right now. But stay out of foul trouble early.
Megert finds a cutting Glenzel, but Glenzel's going to be whistled for the traveling violation, so seems like turnover here so far.
Both
Panthers
teams
have had a couple shots, but
Both
haven't had anything to fall.
And
good pressure there from South Eugene results in a turnover. Megert, and good hustle there by Wheels. South Eugene almost turned it right back over, but the ball will stay with the Axe here on the side. Checking in for the Panthers is Shakaya Teague Perry. Checking in early here for Tanisha Coley. Ball inbounded to Megert. Megert looking to get some separation on the kick out for 3. Off the front of the rim. Megert, though, with the offensive rebound and the putback. And South Eugene on the board first.
Just South unable to get a body on Megert, and she makes him pay, gets the bucket.
Bella into the lane, little spin move, pivot, looking for help. Got to get out of the lane, able to do so. Bella Stone has it on top. Trying to get something set up here. Looks like a little horn set. Stone with a nice little spin. Beautiful pass inside. Shaq with the finish.
Great look there. Great ball screen there by Teague Perry. And then great pass for Bella. And now Shaq comes back with the steal. Go the other way.
Bella looks to push. Little stutter dribble going to her right. Some contact there. No call. Nice cut there from Wheels. Little scoop shot up and in. Kaylee Chamberlain.
Nobody can do that other than Ula, who's not here any longer at Weaver State. But Kaylee, a master of that little scoop shot.
Megert brings the ball up. Coleman playing good defense out in front. There's a little ball screen into the lane and a back cut. Beautiful one at that, and a good finish there for Jenna Glenzel. We're all tied at 4.
Hey, just a basketball 101 right there. Fly out from the free throw line extended, not there. Backdoor cut, layup, ties it up.
Stone dribbling on the right side. Spin move, picks up the dribble, looking for help. Wheels on the baseline, looking for a cutting Shaq. Ball's deflected by Glenzel. Williams comes out with it. And it goes right by the defender, and the finish there for Aaliyah Harris.
And now we can see what Tom Cole's talking about. Can't take him for granted. South Eugene looking like a mirror image of South Medford right now.
Bella Stone, free throw line extended. Defender giving her some space. Petrojetti, however, not going to get that same space. Picks up her dribble, goes to Coleman on the right wing. Looking for a screen. Good defense there by the Axe. Ball goes out of bounds off South Eugene. Ball will stay with the Lady Panthers.
South Eugene, a great job on switching on defense there, and then tips it away. See what kind of out of bounds we can score off the out of bounds play.
They'll go to Bell on the right wing, dribble 2 into the lane, spin moves with the pivot. Emma Schmierbach, who just checked in, had it on the block. She'll kick it back out. Petrojetti looking from a screen from Shaq. Good defense there by Harris. Shaq has it in the lane. She's going to dribble, lose it. Glenzel on the floor hustling, dives on it. And a held ball. Ball will go to South Eugene.
And that's one thing Shaquille has to worry about there in the paint. Can't get that ball below the knees there. Open it up to 2 or 3 defenders and turn it over and get a jump ball out of it.
And good job. Good defense there from Emma Schmierbach. Made it a tough passing angle. Pass was a little bit too low. And the ball scooted out of bounds off of Megert. And the Panthers have the possession right back.
That's what I love about Emma. She got length and plays defense.
Good drive and finish. Bella Stone. All tied at 6 here. 3 minutes, 50 seconds. Glenzel breaks open. She'll pick the dribble up now, looking for help. 5-second count is on. Able to get rid of it. Hannah Stein looking. Glenzel here on the right wing. Glenzel dribbling left down the paint. A little layup there. Not going to go. Rebound down to Schmierbach. Emma looks to push. She'll kick it outside. Tony Coleman dribbles into the lane. Up and one. Tony with the finish.
And that's what Tony can do, get that big first step for you and then drive to the bucket and able to finish there. Down here on the defensive side, Boom, got to close lanes on them. We didn't close lane. We got lucky. They missed the layup. And Coach talked about that a little bit, closing lanes on the defensive side and go the other way.
Tony's first free throw up and in, and that's a welcome sight after Tony went 0 for 4 from the line against Sheldon. So I want to make that first one. And good defense there in the corner by Shaq. Aaliyah Harris trying to bring it up against her. Shaq giving good pressure. Don't want to foul that far away from the hoop, but making her work nonetheless. 5-second count is on. Harris able to get rid of it. Dribbling down the lane, into the lane. Left-handed shot up. No good. Shaq down with the rebound. Bella looks ahead. Tony to Emma. Spin move off the glass. No good. Rebound down to Megert. Megert looks to push. Glenzel looking for help. There's the trailer. Shot fake into the lane. Megert, top of the key. From deep. Off the bank and in. We're all tied at 9.
Good penetration. Kick it to their leading scorer. The girl will put up 30 and get the bank open there. So right now all tied up here with 2 minutes to go.
Bella Stone, little ISO out top, running floater, not going to go. Rebound down to South Eugene. Looking ahead, Megert's in front of the D. Up and in, Sophia Megert. And South Eugene regains the lead here early, 11-9.
Can't have those defensive lapses when you can't score. You got to get back on defense. Got to talk. They go back, make an easy layup in transition, and you can see Tom down there didn't like that very much.
Nice spin move for Shaq, up off the glass, off the front of the rim. Emma Schmierbach keeps it alive, but Megert comes out of there. A nice little bounce pass, leading Glenzel in front, unable to get it though. South Medford looking to push, has a chance with numbers. Beautiful bounce pass, Emma Schmierbach down the lane and in.
So I tell you, they played the full court right there, Emma. But one thing I love about that is Bella Stone is right there looking up the floor. Every time she gets the ball, Boom, she's looking up the floor to make that pass and makes a great pass to Emma and able to finish that.
Remember that 4-point swing right there. South Eugene up 11-9, had a layup in front of the defense, couldn't get it to go. The Panthers, that was the first pass on their fast break. Great job pushing there by Bella Stone. Emma Schmierbach, the recipient of a layup, and we're all tied at 11. So when it could have been 13-9, now it goes 11-11, minute 47 left. Coach Cole calls timeout, wants to get reorganized here defensively. We can't give up free things in transition, letting them get behind us. That's what South Medford's so good at doing good at doing in transition. And so far, South Eugene's kind of playing their style, their tempo, and it's working out to their favor so far.
Yeah, good timeout by Coach Cole. And, we want to give man pressure here, but once in a while, you got to jump into that.
And here they are in front of the defense again. Layups up and good. That's Taylor Bryant, the 5'11" junior.
And a great pass again there by the Lady Axe to finish on that fast break off the press.
Bella Stone off the high ball pick, go inside the Shack, drop step off the backboard, no good. Emma Schmierbach, though, keeps it alive. Sophia Megert comes away with it. Tipped away by Schmierbach. That's going to be off Emma. But, I mean, what a job Emma does.
Yeah.
She comes in off the bench. She's always getting her hand on a ball, keeping a possession alive. And that's like 3 times in a row able to do that. Ball will stay with South Eugene, however, though. Harris on the baseline. Coleman up in her dish. Little spin move there. Aaliyah up with a jump hook. Not going to go. Rebound down to Bella. Stone looks to push.
Good job pulling it out there. Again, looking up the floor, but get in something. See if you can get the ball to Bella. Tanisha asking for the call.
Good entry there from Coleman.
Asking for the ball, and gets it. Great job by Tony. Good post up there by Tanisha.
Megert will bring the ball up. 50 seconds left here in the first quarter. We're all tied at 13. Megert looking for help. 5-second count is on. Able to pick it up and get it off to her teammate. Aaliyah Harris here on the right wing. Up top to Hannah Stein. Stein looking for Bryant down in the post. We'll swing it out top. Aubrey Lewis into the lane. Outside Stein. Her toe was on the line. Doesn't go. Petrojetti with the tap. Stone comes out of there with it. Looking to push. Has numbers. Bella behind the back. Going to go off a South Eugene player's foot. And a great save there from Taylor Bryant. But Tanisha Coley takes it right away. Up. No good. Rebound. Bella Petrojetti. Up. No good. Coley. And she'll be fouled and head to the line for 2 with 9.3 left here in the first period.
Back and forth, back and forth. Good job by Bella. Got a little too fancy there behind her back, and the defense for South Eugene right there. And then Tanisha getting the steal. Bella missing a point-blank layup. So
Tanisha will have 2. First one is up and in.
I don't know if we have Bella in the book yet, Boom. So they got to play some good defense on her right now. I don't know if she scored or not. I'll take a quick look.
Yeah, Bella hasn't scored yet.
So I'm guessing
pretty balanced scoring from South. 3-2, 3-2. I think Tony has 3, and who else has 3?
I think Tanisha's at the line has 3, and
yeah. So, I mean, pretty balanced so far, but you got to get Bella going here at some point.
Yeah,
and South Eugene's doing a really nice job of closing out on her with a hand up. They're not just letting her come down in rhythm, catching and shooting, and that's what she does best, and unable to get that putback right there. So Coley has a second free throw opportunity here. 9.3 left. Coley's second one on the way is going to be short. Rebound down to South Eugene. Megert has it. 4-3. Sophia Megert, a 2-pointer off the window and good. Sophia Megert, the bank is open today for her. And the South Eugene Lady Axe will take a 16-14 lead headed to the second quarter. We'll be right back after this. Don't go anywhere.
Listen up, everyone. Listen up. You know that great deal got him a new car? This is the guy from Lake who made it all possible, Carlos. Hey, Carlos. Hey, Carlos. You want someone who's going to take care of you and not just the dealership? My guy should be your guy.
Hola, Carlos.
But not for you, little sister. Thank you for coming.
Find your guy during Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford and on LithiaSuperstore.com. Not a dealership, a partnership.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 40 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland and Medford, and now Bill's Glass.
Welcome back here, headed to the second quarter. Very similar to the first time these two played. South Eugene has a first quarter lead, 15-14 behind Sophia Megert. She had 30 the first time they played. Here in the first quarter, she has 10, on pace for 40, and she's done a great job for the Axe so far. As Panthers, time to wake up, Chief.
Hey, still showing 16-14 on the board there. I'm not sure. I know they called that a 2-pointer.
Yeah, I got 15-14 on my board. There's Bella Petrojetti down the lane, and that's just going to roll out. Rebound down to the Axe. Megert looking ahead, and it's a little bit too far out in front of Aubrey Lewis. So the ball turned back over to the Panthers.
Bella getting a break, and Bella But I tell you, both teams up tempo, want to run. They look to run, and both teams playing great defense right now.
Bella Stone looking. Wheels comes to the ball. Kaylee Chamberlain looking for a screen. On the baseline, Emma Schmierbach. Little turnaround, jumper off the window and in.
A nice look right there by Kaylee coming through, and then Bella posting up and using her length and getting the layup.
They get it to Megert. She says, clear it out. I'll bring it up. Emma's going to play good defense on her, though, with those long arms and the quick feet. Got to have a count on there, but no count. This side, Coleman almost knocks it away. And that's going to be a blocking foul against Coley, which is going to be her second. And if the Panthers, they can't have foul trouble with their big girls because they only got a couple of them.
Right.
With Sierra Logue out.
You know, Tanisha doing a good job trying to make that block, but again, you got to get your full body in front. Kind of got a half her body and had a hip out there and draws that blocking foul.
And here's a little pick for the picker. Aubrey Lewis from deep, and she goes off the glass.
You think they're at the pit, you know, with 3 banks and, you know, 7 points off the bank for South Eugene.
Here's Tony Coleman, 15-footer. Splash. Said, I don't need the bank, Chief.
You know, and that's what we talked about with Tony all offseason and what she
Emma
really
takes
worked
it
on.
away, laid up and in. Emma Schmierbach.
All over the place. You know, love to see number 5 in the game. There's never a dull moment with Emma.
Steal. Coley in a block back there from Aubrey Lewis. And Schmierbach takes it away. Hustles, saves it. And now the Axe are going to have a 2-on-1. Megert, Glenzel, and she's going to get fouled, earn herself a trip to the line.
And that's not good. I think that's 3 on Coley.
That is Coley's third. And Tom had Shaq sitting at the table looking to check in probably for Tanisha. But that's going to probably mean Shaq's going to have to play the last 6:13 of this quarter, at least, being that that's the third on Coley. Only 2 posts, really, on the roster for the Panthers, with 6'2" sophomore Sierra Logue dislocating her knee against Sheldon. And it's going to be a 2-shot foul headed to the line for the Axe is Jenna Glenzel. First free throw up, and that's going to be long and no good. Here comes Shaq for Tanisha.
And, you know, coming off a big game like that, you know, Tanisha drew a foul in the first 30 seconds of the game, and she's playing so hard. And now in foul trouble with 3 going to the bench.
Second free throw on the way, and that's good for Glenzel. So she's going to split the pair. Just over 6 minutes left. Bella Stone brings the ball up. Little crossover. Pull up. Almost found Shaq there on a good look, but just tipped away by the Axe defense.
Like her game, Boom. I tell you, Bella Stone. But, you know, maybe a two-handed pass a lot of times when...
Penetration. Wheels. Avoids contact. Can't get the layup to go. There's a tip from South Eugene off of Glenzel. So the ball will stay with the Lady Panthers.
I tell you, South Eugene's got Megert, Glenzel, and Stein, and they got a couple, 3 or 4 guards that can stay with them and play with Tony and Bella and Emma. So it's going to be a barn burner all night here, Boone.
Tony to Shaq. Shaq in a little isolation at about 12 feet. Goes baseline, picks up the dribble, kicks it outside. Bella Stone. Shot fake into the lane. Back outside Coleman. Left hand, right hand penetrates. Lots of contact and a traveling violation.
Could have went either way. Kind of got sandwiched in there. Both defensive players come to her, and she gets called for the travel. Could have easily been a foul there, Boone.
Having a tough time getting the ball in. Close to 5, and it is 5.
Good call there, and good defense by the South Medford Panthers. And right now they're staying that man-to-man full-court press and get a turnover.
Tough time for the Panthers getting it in. Inbounded now to Chamberlain. Wheels will set it up with Bella Stone. Trying to balance the floor here is South Medford. We'll go to the right wing. Tony Coleman kick it out to Wheels. There's a little back pick and a little flex offense from the Panthers. Bella Stone, here comes Coleman to the elbow.
Hit her
Got a
late.
hitter on the way up. Wheels, baseline cutter. Down the lane. Running one-hander, not going to go. Schmierbach tried to tip it back in.
Over the top, too.
Unable to get it to go, and Glenzel comes out of the pack. looking to push. And a traveling violation goes against Glenzel. And the ball will be turned back over to the Panthers.
I really like that flex look because we run it all the time. We know it, but you got to hit that girl out of the cut coming to the free throw line. Hit her when she's coming up. Then you got that back door on the backside. But just a little late executing that. I'd like to see that again.
Bella Stone off of a kind of a horn set. Bella Petrogetti, who's yet to score down the left baseline. Bella Stone from distance. Off the back of the rim. Shaq, though, with the offensive rebound on the long miss. Bella for three. And that's going to be off the right of the rim. And a good box out there from South Eugene, and they'll look to push with Megert.
Great job on the defensive side, boxing out there, getting the body on every Panther, and it comes to the free throw line untouched.
And the count's on. Megert gets rid of it. Over here to the right side of the floor. Hannah Stein inside. Glenzel for the layup. And South Eugene retakes the lead, and Coach Cole not happy at all with the defensive effort.
Especially when you run the same thing. That's 12, or that's a little give and go with the pick up top and a wide open layup.
Bella Stone kind of floats it to Wheels. Bella Stone has it here. Free throw line extended. Looking to maybe isolate and go. Bella Petrogetti from distance. That's going to be kind of the same miss as the last time. Bella Stone, though, battles for the offensive rebound. Trying to get another opportunity into the lane, into defense, and a timeout for South Eugene.
Good timeout by South Eugene in the paint. Going to get that 3-second call there or a jump out of it. And Coach gets him out of the mess and gets the timeout with a 1-point lead.
So it's just a 30-second timeout. We're going to leave it here. But South Eugene has come in. And I kind of talked to Tom Cole about this. He said he warned the girls, being an old coach, this is kind of what you worry about coming off of a big win. And granted, they had a couple extra days of practice, this being a Thursday game. A lot of times it's the next Tuesday. But I tell you what, South Eugene is organized in what they're trying to do. They have a plan, and they have kids that are executing it. And, to their credit, they've said, hey, we're getting better. We've been getting better all year. And, since the last time you played, we've gotten better. And now you don't have your big girls, so they have a lot of confidence, and they're playing with it so far. And up one here against the number 2 ranked team in the state of Oregon.
Might need to give them a little different look on your pressure defense and start trapping that ball versus just...
Aaliyah Harris, beautiful spin move down the lane, and the jumper's good.
Great job there, basically coast to coast off the press and gets in the lane. A little turnaround, uses Shaq and scores.
Emma Schmierbach goes baseline, up and in, and one. Schmierbach with a beautiful move to the baseline and able to finish through the contact and earns herself a trip to the line, try to tie this one up.
Great job by Emma, just seeing the lane, driving to the lane. We need a big game by Emma as well as Shaq right now with Tanisha on the bench, and Emma is that kind of kid that can give you that game on the defensive side and now get on the offensive score as well.
Emma has 8 so far here in the game. Free throw up and just rolls off the front of the rim. South Eugene down with the rebound. And Sophia Megert looks to push Schmierbach, guarding her. We'll kick it back. A little isolation on top. Bella Stone knocks it away, but Aaliyah Harris is there to stay with it. Lots of contact as they let him play. Aubrey Lewis from deep. Off the rim and out. Rebound down to the littlest girl in the court. Sophia Megert finds a cutting Aubrey Lewis, who takes her time and able to put it up and in.
A great job right there by Aubrey Lewis, cutting to the basket, and Megert finding her right there for easy layup, and South defense not reacting, boom.
Bella Stone has it. We'll run a little horn set. We'll give it to Wheels now. Here's a little pick and roll, a little 4-5 concept. We're going to look inside. Shaq, little dribble drop move, can't get it to go. Offensive rebound, and she'll earn herself a trip to the line.
Hey, great move by Shaq there. Just drop step in the paint, didn't get it to go, but then fought through the contact there, got the rebound, and earned herself a trip to the line.
Shaq will go to the line for 2. First one is long off the rim, no good. And the youngster, Tatum Schmierbach, will check in for Kaylee Chamberlain, and haven't got much production out of Kaylee or Bella tonight. 2 of the leading scorers in the league.
2 of the top 3, in fact. And Shaquille playing good and getting some good minutes from Emma and Bella Stone and Tony, obviously. And Shaq, we need a little more production out of her on the offensive side, and I think she knows that and is going to start going to the buck a little bit more.
Aaliyah Harris breaks the pressure, but Bella Stone knocks it away. Toni Coleman comes out of there with it. Looking to push. Coleman through 2 defenders, through 3, and 1! Toni Coleman says, I'm going to go through you, around you, up, and we're all tied at 25.
With a purpose right there, Toni can kind of feel that, feel that 25-23 ball game. Kind of took matters in her own hands with Bella getting the tip and then going coast to coast there with that tip and finishing that layup.
Free throw up and long, so we're going to stay tied at 25. Here with just a little over 2 minutes left in the second quarter. South Eugene has come on the road with a real purpose and are playing well. Aubrey Lewis, baseline up and under. And what a great move there. Bad defensive breakdown, though, from the Panthers on that high ball pick there,
and
Chief.
No back pit and no help.
Toni Coleman says, I got it for you here.
Good ball screen out top, and Toni finishes again. But this Aubrey Lewis and Megert and company, I tell you, they're going to keep it at it. So you got to play some defense, and you got to close gaps right now.
Coleman reaching and called for the foul. Just her first. Toni leading all scorers for the Panthers with 9.
And that's okay right here. 4 fouls with a minute. So we're okay. Not in the bonus yet, but got to play some defense.
Aaliyah Harris will skip it up out top. Aubrey Lewis has it. Hannah Steinu, nice little spin move there. Toni kind of got corkscrewed into the ground. Megert with a little teardrop on the baseline.
And
gets it to go.
She is all over the place in the right place at the right time for Sophia again and able to knock it down. Scoring machine.
Bella Stone penetrating, kick it out. Toni Coleman. Schmierbach on top. Setting a pick is Shaq.
Wow.
Emma!
Great
It's
move.
the Schmierbach and Toni show with a combined 19 of the 29. Schmierbach hustling back. Megert looks to kick it out, but that ball's going to be tipped out of bounds. 1 minute, 3 seconds left here. We're all tied up.
Great job for Emma on the offensive side there, Boom. Facing up, triple threat position, and just gets a step and lays it up. And she looks like the offensive player that we need her to be tonight.
Great advancement dribble by her to get by the defender. South Eugene, though, very organized on the defensive end. Pick up the dribble there, go inside. Little dribble drop of her own, up and no good. Offensive rebound, though. She's going to kick it out to Aaliyah Harris. Megert for 3. Wow. Bang! Sophia. 16 on the night for the sophomore who scored 30 in Eugene the first time. Bella Stone here on the right wing. Kick it out, Toni Coleman, and she's going to be whistled for a double dribble.
Thought she had a deflection there and ended up getting a double dribble. But Bella Stone on that last possession, great defensive effort down low in the box and then still coming out. And Megert knocking that 3 down in the face of Bella's defense.
Megert goes around Emma. She's going to play catch up. 28 seconds left. Can South Eugene hold for the last shot? Schmierbach looks to press up. Count is on now. That's 2. That's 3. Little dribble handoff. And South Eugene, 16 seconds left, kind of forcing it inside. Nice spin move there. Shot gets blocked by Shaq. She'll kick it out. And that shot's going to be long.
Go to the ball.
Harris staying with it. Coleman giving good chase. And here's a 3 on the way. No good. However, South Eugene has come here organized with a purpose, and they will lead the number 2 ranked team in the state, 32-29 as we go to break. When we come back, we'll have the Medford Parks and Recreation halftime report. Don't go anywhere.
Workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Since 1991, Medford area residents have looked to Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon for vision care for the whole family. Specializing in optometry for adults and children, ECA uses state-of-the-art diagnostic tools to scan for health risks and get your prescription just right. Get your students a comprehensive vision check to ensure they have their best chance to learn and succeed. And look good while you see well. Specialists in our optical boutique have extensive styles on hand or can special order. We hope to see your family at Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon. Visit eyecaresouthern.com to learn more.
Waiting, even a few days, to report a work injury or illness could cost you everything. But how do you know what you should do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you. The driver of the car that hit me is uninsured. Can I still make a claim? Oh, I know. LetUsFightForYou.com.
For several weeks, the Southern Oregon Sports Commission has shown you examples of good sportsmanship and bad sportsmanship. Here's why. 75% of youth athletes quit sports by the age of 13 because they're not having fun. 75% of rookie referees also quit each year. Why? Well, it's because of the way they're treated by coaches and parents. We can do better. We must do better. Know your role. Learn more at SouthernOregonSports.com.
How long will it take to settle my car accident case? Oh, I know. LetUsFightForYou.com.
Welcome back here live at Dennis Murphy Court. Boomer Marshall alongside the Chief, Dan Marshall. Caleb Franklin bringing you those great shots at home. Say hi to Pat Barry at home. Joe Brett's in attendance as well. Panthers trailing 32-29. And, I maybe saw this one coming a little bit. I think any ex-coach could see it coming after a big win like they had against the Irish on Friday. And no Sierra Low, kind of perfect storm for South Eugene. Talk about the first half a little bit, Chief.
Well, I tell you, I'm really impressed with South Eugene's. They got Aubrey Lewis and that Sophia Magert and that two or three guards there that match up very well with us. And then in the paint without Sierra Lowe, we're able to take advantage. And then our two top scorers, as a matter of fact, two top scorers and two of the three top scorers in the league have a total of like 4 or 5 points.
Yeah, Bella Petrogetti held scoreless in the first half. Kylie Chamberlain, who's leading the league in scoring average for the Southwest Conference, has been held to 2 points. The Panthers are 3 for 7 from the foul line and really have been sloppy. And on the Axe side of things, Sophia Magert has 16 of the 32 for South Eugene. Remember, this is the girl that the Panthers were focused on coming in tonight because the fact she put up 30 at the Purple Pit and almost single-handedly was able to carry the Axe to beat South Medford in the first time they played them. And so the Panthers had their full attention on her, and still with all that attention, she's gotten 16. Now, to her credit, she's got a little lucky. A couple bank shots, a bank three from the top of the key. But all you need is some confidence seeing one of those go in. And sure enough, she's picked up right where she left off the first time against the Panthers.
Yeah, at the end of the first quarter, off the bank, and had that little smile coming to the bench. But, that's a good shooter. You get that shooter roll or you get that shooter off the bank, and good things happen because that shot's bad and it goes. And from there, it just gets worse for the South Medford Panthers for her shooting the ball. But, we got to get Bella and Kaylee going on the offensive side, and we got to get a little more production from Teague Perry, and now with Tanisha on the bench, it could end up being Emma Schmierbach, Tony Coleman, and Bella Stone having to do the brunt of the work and putting some pressure. We might have to change up on the. If I'm Tom, I'm coming out. I might still show that man press full court, but then jump into that trap and try to catch him off guard because right now that man pressure's not working. They're getting over there up the court, and then we're not closing gaps on the defensive side. And not only they're getting good shots from Megert, but they're also beating us in transition.
Well, I think it almost would be a time to run that little 1-3-1 half-court trap.
Yeah.
They look very comfortable in the man-to-man pressure. They've beat it routinely, and when they beat it, they know what to do with it.
Yeah.
They're not getting sped up. Sometimes they're taking advantage when it's there. When not, they're pulling it out, and then they're patient offensively and getting layups and good shots. So maybe time to change up the game plan here going into the second half for Tom Cole and the South Medford Panthers as they trail 32-29. Emma Schmierbach leads the Panthers with 10 points off the bench. Tony Coleman, the leading starter leading the Lady Panthers as far as the starters are concerned with 9. And that's 19 of their 29. So they got to get going offensively. It hasn't been very pretty, but still a whole second half to do that. But trailing by 3 heading into the third quarter. We're going to take a quick break here on the Medford Parks and Recreation Halftime Report. We'll be right back after this.
I'm Officer Mike Jackson, Medford Police Department School Resource Officer for South Medford High School, as well as 5 elementary schools nearby. With 5 resource officers working in partnership with Medford schools, safety is a top priority and essential to promoting a positive learning environment. SROs receive specialized training in how to communicate with students in a school setting and also teach classes to students, staff, and parents on important safety issues. I'm School Resource Officer Mike Jackson, working to ensure the safety of
Doctors James Savage and Rajiv Rajagopal are happy to welcome Dr. Brian Clevenger to the Associates for Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery. Their offices in Medford, Grants Pass, and Klamath Falls offers a full scope of services from corrective jaw surgery, wisdom teeth removal, general anesthesia, dental implants, and much more. For more information or to schedule a consultation, call 541-779-3781. That's 541-779-3781.
Let's go! At US Cellular, we heard you. You want a wireless plan that works for you. That's why we're giving you unlimited data for just $30 on a network ranked #1 in network quality performance. All that and no hidden fees. That's the best value in wireless. That work for you? US Cellular. Choose fair.
For the best deals in wireless on a network that works in the middle of anywhere, visit Siskiyou Cellular, your local US Cellular agent. 7 locations, including Central.
The driver of the car that hit me is uninsured. Can I still make a claim? Oh, I know. LetUsFightForYou.com.
For several weeks, the Southern Oregon Sports Commission has shown you examples of good sportsmanship and bad sportsmanship. Here's why. 75% of youth athletes quit sports by the age of 13 because they're not having fun. 75% of rookie referees also quit each year. Why? Well, it's because of the way they're treated by coaches and parents. We can do better. We must do better. Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.com.
How long will it take to settle my car accident case? Oh, I know. LetUsFightForYou.com.
Welcome back here live at Dennis Murphy Court on the campus of South Medford High School. In surprising fashion, the Axe of South Eugene High School here have come on the road and have a 32-29 lead here headed to the second half, and have done a great job against this South Medford team. Chief, final thoughts on what South Medford needs to do here early in the third quarter to even this one up and then ultimately regain the lead and go on to a victory.
Well, number one is not panic and play your game, and you end up beating them by 14 on the road up there. So and a close ball game going in the fourth quarter. So we have the kids, we have the ability and skill. So don't push the panic button yet. Be patient on the offensive side, but we got to start playing a little bit better defense. Can't let them go coast to coast. And Emma's playing tough defense on Megert, but she's able to find her way on second and third opportunities. And so we got to get bodies on people, play some defense, close gaps, and that defense will turn into offense.
Offensively, for me, you got to get Bella and Kay Ely going. You can't have a combined 2 points in the second half and expect to win.
No, you're not going to win if they don't get in the game on the score. Not in the game, but they got to score the ball for us. Otherwise, we're in trouble because Bella and Tony and Emma, they haven't put up those kind of numbers all year in order to beat South Eugene. We're going to have Bella knock down some threes and Kay Ely do her thing as well.
That was the Medford Parks and Recreation halftime show. Thanks for joining us. Now stay with us right now as we head to the third quarter of action. And what a huge quarter this is. South Eugene young coming on the road, trying to find their way as they continue to get better and find themselves in a good position right now. Coming out of the timeout, Megert back on top to Glenzel. Glenzel kick it out. Aaliyah Harris down the lane. Hannah Stein on the left baseline, and that's going to be a traveling violation.
And that's what you got to do is minimize turnovers, force them into turnovers, and then now take that turnover, take it down there and score, get a good shot. And, right now if I was Coach Cole, I'd try to get Bella involved off a double screen, get her feet set, knock down something for us.
And Schmierbach down the lane, off the glass, no good. Tanisha with the rebound. Looks like the shot was blocked, but a foul is called, and Coley's going to head to the line for 2.
And that's one thing. That's another key to the game right now with Tanisha having 3 fouls. She's got to play within herself and kind of like she did against Sheldon, and everything will be fine. But can't get that 4th foul early.
Coley's first free throw up and in. Coley's second free throw on the way is going to be long. Rebound down to Harris. She looks ahead. Stein has it. Glenzel on the baseline. Stein back to Aaliyah Harris down the lane. Got a good screen there, but it's going to be an illegal one.
And we got some good help there, closing the gap by Bella, and then Teague Perry stepping in at the last minute there, but get a illegal offensive pick there by South Eugene.
And South Medford's got to do a better job. When your man sets a screen, you got to hedge and help and be there to stop penetration, kind of like South Eugene just did there. Kick it outside. Bella Stone for 3, going to be off the rim. No good. Rebound down to Shack. She'll force it up and in. We're all tied at 32.
Good job, second opportunities, and that's what you got to do is get that board, miss the shot, get the board. Teague Perry doing a great job. Shack with the bucket, ties it up.
Sophia Megert. Dribbling, kicking. Back outside, Aubrey Lewis from distance. That's going to be no good. Rebound down to Shaq. Shaq's going to lead the break. And kind of lost possession there. And traveling.
Just a high dribble.
Violation.
A lot of times they won't call that. If you can jump stop and catch it before it goes on. We didn't get that and get the travel call.
All tied at 32. Sophia Megert will bring the ball across the timeline. Dribbling, penetrating, up with the left hand. The teardrop is no good. Rebound down to Tanisha Coley. Coley comes to a jump stop, goes back to Shaq. Bella Stone thought about it, looks to penetrate, goes to Shaq. On the right baseline, she'll go to the middle of the court. Into the lane, now she'll kick it outside. Bella Petrogetti. Looking, Tanisha Coley inside, dribbles to that left hand, up and out. Emma Schmierbach there, though, for the rebound and putback. And the Panthers have regained the lead on a 5-0 run here to start the third quarter.
Back-to-back offensive rebounds for South and able to turn them into buckets.
Little fadeaway there is no good. That's going to be out off the Panthers, so the ball's going to stay with the Axe. And a timeout here from South Eugene. We'll take one with them. We'll be right back after this.
I'm Ian McDonald, Medford Police Department School Resource Officer for Hedrick Middle School, as well as Lone Pine, Hoover, and Roosevelt Elementaries. Resource officers provide a consistent presence on campus to protect and support students and staff and to keep them informed and updated on safety issues. It's also our job to work with our surrounding neighborhoods on behavior or nuisance issues. Contact your school if you have a concern. I'm School Resource Officer Ian McDonald, working to ensure the
Welcome back here live at Dennis Murphy Court. Fans, Bill's Glass is proud to be a sponsor with Table Rock Sports. Bill's Glass has been the industry leader and clear choice in Southern Oregon for almost 50 years, covering the full spectrum of glass from your vehicle to any room in your house. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass. Back to live action we go. South Eugene able to get the ball inbounds. Leah Harris kind of crossover dribble, spin into the lane. Kick it outside. Aubrey Lewis looks to penetrate. That ball was tipped. Stein will chase it down. 5 minutes, 40 seconds left. Remember, no shot clock here in Oregon High School basketball. Stein will now bring it across the timeline. Looking on the right side, Coley out pressuring. Don't want to pick up the 4th foul, Tanisha. Got to be smart. Harris then kicks it out. Sophia Megert looking to dribble through traffic. Coley comes away with the ball. Ball's loose. And a foul's going to go against South Eugene. So turnover to the Lady Panthers.
A good help right there by Tanisha getting the steal and then able to kick it just enough so Emma gets involved. And, of course, Emma's going to be involved anytime that ball's on the floor and loose.
Inbounds the ball. Bella Stone looks to spread the court and get something going offensively. Schmierbach dribbling, kicking. Petrojetti dribbling, 15-footer, looks inside.
Nice
Great pass. Shaq, I thought she was going to get the and one to go. Couldn't quite get the layup to go, but will earn herself a trip to the free throw line for 2.
Having a little trouble finishing here tonight, but Shaq's getting a lot of opportunities. Bella being very unselfish right there at the free throw line. Nice little entry pass into Shaq and earns herself a shot at the line.
First free throw up and in. But I tell you what, Bella, at some point we need you to come off that screen and shoot that 15-footer. Almost too unselfish. Second free throw on the way for Shaq. Is in and out, and there's Coley's fourth.
And that's what we can't have there. And, again, coming off that big game, Tanisha playing a lot of adrenaline, a lot of confidence, and picking up some ticky-tack fouls, and that one over the back when there's nothing good going to happen from that. That's what we kind of talked about at the break. Can't get that fourth one early. And now right here, jump in and double here,
And there's a foul against Shaq. Now, that's only her first foul, so
that's good.
That's a good thing because Tanisha, the other person who's playing the 5 or the center position, has 4. So you're probably going to need Shaq, most of the rest of the way.
And we got to get some production right now. We got Kaylee in there, and her looking to play some defense. And she stepped up last Friday and played great defense. So got to have that down the block on Aubrey Lewis.
Sophia Magert, little jab step there, dribbles into the lane, kicking out Aaliyah. We'll go back to Hannah Stein. Kind of a 5-out motion look here. Nice penetration down the lane.
Great help by Bella Stone there, Boom.
Able to knock it away. Bella's going to lead the break. Down the lane, kick it to Emma. Dribble in, layup, in and out. Emma, though, with the offensive rebound, up and in and out again. Wheels with the offensive rebound, and she gets a bucket.
And that's what happens. Tenacity right there. Stay after it. 3 offensive boards, and Kaylee able to put it back in.
In the first 4 minutes of the second half, the Panthers lead 8-0. Schmierbach knocks it away. Wheels trying to track it down, able to do so, but right back to the South Eugene player. Now South Eugene has numbers. A 5-on-3 break. Hannah Stein, the Axe don't do a good job of converting the opportunity there. We'll kick it outside. Aaliyah Harris. Now Magert, little shot fake down the lane, up with the left hand, and a beautiful finish.
Well, stop the bleeding. They hadn't scored an entire third quarter there. And
that looked like an and one, too, Chief.
Yeah, takes it in her own hands and scores with that running left-hander. And South with the 3-point lead here.
South Eugene gets their first bucket of the half. Shakaya Teague-Perry shot fake down the lane with the left hand and in.
And that's what Shaquille can do.
Shaq has 8 on the night, a big night for the junior. And the band goes crazy again.
I tell you, that's what Shaq can do. We've known that for a couple of years now. And
Magert gets it knocked away from Petrojetti. 2-on-1 break here for the Panthers. Beautiful pass. Bella Petrojetti with the finish.
Emma Schmierbach finishing, taking it right to the hoop. Defender comes to her, gives it up. Easy layup, Bella.
41-34. The Panthers have built a 7-point lead. Outscoring the Axe by 10 here, 5 minutes into the third quarter. I believe it's been 12-2 here in the third quarter. Magert directing traffic. Going to go to Stein on the left wing. A little cross screen action out top. Stein looking for Aubrey Lewis. She has it about 35 feet away. Magert off a double screen. Pass Glenzel from distance. That's going to be off the back of the rim. Bella Stone will chase it down and lead the break for the Panthers. Head up, dribbling, up and couldn't get it to go, but Bella's going to earn herself a trip to the foul line for 2.
Kick that to the corner and then follow that up and drive to the paint. And good body control there, just a hard foul, and up 7 with Bella at the line. It's been a great third quarter for the Panthers, Boom.
Well, they've tightened up defensively, and to their credit, South Eugene hasn't had such an easy time getting to where they want to be on the court. I think a lot of that has to do with the effort defensively, as Stone misses the first free throw there. But closing gaps, communicating defensively, I think it was I don't think the message at halftime from Tom Cole was that of a very nice one. because defensively they weren't working together. They weren't on a string, and it showed. And Bella Stone's going to miss both free throws. And a rebound down to South Eugene. Bella Stone's going to knock it away, though, and chase the ball down and look to push. Looks ahead, Bella Petrojetti from 15 feet. No good. Aaliyah Harris has it, and a foul goes against Kaylee Chamberlain.
I tell you, Bella Stone has such great vision on the floor. Great,
and a technical foul.
I didn't see what happened there after that.
So that's going to be 2 fouls against Kaylee, a technical and a personal. South Eugene will earn the possession on the foul, but before that, they're going to have 2 free throws, so could cut it to 5. This could end up being a 5-6, point trip, and Stein will go to the line to shoot the technical fouls. First one is long, no good.
And I'm not sure if she got fouled on a play, or they'd have Meagher shooting that technical.
Nope, they have Stein shooting it for a reason. She made the second one. It definitely...
Meagher not on the floor right now either.
Yeah.
But got lucky there. Could have been, a little bit worse.
So 41-35. Aaliyah Harris dribbling, looking for help. Coleman defending. Stein has it out top. Dribbling with the left hand. Down the lane. Up with the left hand. It's not going to go. Shaq down at the rebound. A big rebound down there for Shaq. Looking to push. Through traffic. Up and no good, but going to earn herself a trip to the line. A little bit of a force there, but got away with it. And she earns herself a trip for 2.
Well, that's her trademark, I think, Boom. And she can play down the block, but she plays like a guard, and she can get the rebound and then go coast to coast and lay it up at the other end. And that's what she did right there, and earned herself 2 shots here. But we've been terrible at the line.
Free throw up and no good. Remember, they were 3 for 7 in the first half. I think Bella Stone's 0 for 2. Tanisha's 1 for 2. So that's 4 for 11 at least. That's 4 for 12, and 4 for 13.
Makes a huge difference to this ball game if you just convert, 4 or 5 of those, and
Yeah, up 6 are the Panthers. 93 seconds left. Here's a little 2-on-1, a little Euro step. Nothing doing there, no good. Kaylee down with the rebound, and Bella looks to push. Bella for 3. In and out, no good. Rebound down to Aaliyah Harris. Harris looks to push. She'll come to a jump stop. In the corner. And a 3-pointer on the way for South Eugene, no good. Rebound down to Bella Stone. She'll look to push. Wheels on the right lane. Up and contacted. She'll earn herself a trip to the line.
Another great job right there by Bella, leading the break and hitting Wheels out there in the lane and getting that one step, getting a shot at the line here. So South bringing all the pressure and limiting South Eugene to 3 points here in the third quarter. Boom.
Wheels first free throw on the way and in. Panthers needed that one. As their last 6 free throw attempts before that, they were 1 for 6. So 42-35 here. 1 minute exactly remaining in the third period. Panthers have built a 7-point lead. Remember, trailed by 3 at the half. Second free throw on its way and good. 43-35. Meagher back into the game. She has 18 to lead the Axe. She'll bring the ball across the timeline. Meagher to Stein. 2 players jump at her. Stein's got an open lane down the middle of the floor, able to get the offensive rebound. Kicks it out. 3-pointer on the way is good. Arden Lucas, the senior, knocks it down. And they cut the deficit now to 5.
Didn't get Coleman, a body on him, got the offensive board.
Looking to penetrate, no foul called. Ball's going to be out of bounds off the Axe. South Medford will have it under their own basket here with 32.7 remaining in the third period.
Good call by the official there. Could have went either way, but he's right on top of it.
Wheels for 3. Bang!
Wheels getting the game right now and needed that. Maybe after that technical gets her fired up a little bit, able to knock that down.
And the 2 free throws getting to go, get to see the ball go through the hoop a couple times as Coleman's defending Meagher tough. Shaq's out defending tough as well. No call there. Coleman kind of on an island with a girl that's bigger down the lane. Shot is blocked. Bella Stone, 7 seconds left. Shaq out in front, one-on-one. Euro step, good! Shakaya T. Perry with the exclamation point. And the Panthers build a 10-point lead headed to the fourth quarter. We'll be right back after this on Table Rock Sports. Don't go anywhere.
Shaq.
Circle K is your on-the-go tailgate headquarters. Whether it's a home game or a road game, when you need a big play, call on My Circle K. From their always fresh premium brewed coffee, ice-cold fountain drinks and sodas, fresh made-for-travel deli items. When it comes to special teams, nothing is more special than My Circle K's Kickback Reward Program. Rewards every purchase, every time. Find them, follow them, throw a tailgate party with them. MyCircleK.com.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Welcome back here to Dennis Murphy Court. The Panthers able to win the third quarter 19-6 and thus have a 10-point advantage headed to the fourth. And much behind Shakaya Teague Perry and Kaylee Chamberlain, Chief.
Yeah, Shaquille Teague Perry doing a great job. Just a lot of enthusiasm, passion, going to the board, going coast to coast, layups, knocking down free throws. Bella Stone with the floor hustle, and Kaylee trying to get involved in the offensive production.
Bella on the right wing will go up top to Shaq. Little ISO for her, which she loves. Kick it out, Bella Stone. Dribble, look inside. Petrojetti spins, and shots blocked there by Aaliyah Harris, and that's going to be off Harris. And the ball's going to stay with the Panthers.
And Bella and Kaylee both playing a little defense after the block shot, and Harris doing a great job on Petrojetti tonight.
Yeah, she's long, she's athletic, she's rangy, and she's playing well. Nobody open, got to come to the ball. Stone tries to, and that's going to be off Bella, and ball's going to be turned over to South Eugene. And a screen there. That's going to be an illegal screen. I think Kenny Stafford got it. No. That's going to be a foul against Shaq. So that's going to be her second.
Right now, boom, 7 fouls on South Eugene.
5 on South Medford. So how important is foul shooting going to be down the stretch here, Chief, which the Panthers have struggled with tonight?
So I think odds are in our favor. If we get to the line, we should be percentage-wise we are due.
Sophia Megert will go to Stein. On top to Glenzel. Glenzel looking, throws it away. Tony Coleman comes up with the steal. She looks to push down the lane through the contact, and she'll earn herself a trip to the line because I thought she was going to get it for the and one. But Tony will head to the line. She has 9 points on the night. I think she's 1 for 2 from the line. She was working on that as soon as they came out of the halftime break. She went right to the line, so see if it pays off. First one on the way, good height and good lift, and able to knock that first one down. Tony's second foul shot on the way. That's going to be short. Wheels down at the rebound. Forces it up off the glass and in.
Ely showing up in the second half and getting the big offensive board and a little putback with the right hand.
Panthers lead balloons now to 13. South Eugene needing to get something going here on this possession. Get a bucket, get back in this thing. And Wheels is going to be whistled for the foul. That'll be the team's 6th. So the rest of the way, both teams are in the bonus.
Well, good job there defensively, but it's the top hands coming over versus, flipping the palm up. And
great out-of-bounds play here. Stein for 3. Bang!
Great design play out of bounds, and how many of those you get during the course of the game. If you can do that, 3 or 4 times, it turns into 12 points.
Just a little flex look coming out of the timeout or out of the out-of-bounds play. And Stein was wide open and knew what to do with it as she knocked it down, trimmed the deficit back to 10. Coleman down the lane into trouble, and I think that is going to be one too many steps.
And right now with a 10-point lead, get back in a little flex look on the offensive side or a motion or, get a double screen where you can penetrate and kick that to Bella or Wheels is what we need to do on the offensive side.
So 10-point game. Sophia Magert brings the ball up the court. And Magert has 18 on the night, but she's really been quiet since the start of the second half. On cue, Magert for three, no good. Rebound down to Bella Stone. Bella looks to push, no numbers here. Little stutter dribble, and she will smartly bring it back out. Petrojetti was working to the ball, but Bella says, let's set it up. Shaq's going to set a ball pick. Wheels for three. That's going to be off the rim and no good, and that looked like it was off South Medford's foot. And it was. Ball goes to South Eugene.
Got a good look there, and Bella was smart to kind of pull that back out and look for Wheels or look for Petrojetti coming off a screen and almost knocked that down. Kaeli almost getting that one to drop too.
Shaq stepping in front, but it's going to be knocked out of bounds. Good defensive pressure, though, from the Panthers. And at some point, the depth, you have to wonder when the depth kind of, when does South Eugene get tired? Because South Medford's had so many kids in the fray, and South Eugene only goes about 6 or 7 deep. And South Eugene's going to have a tough time getting it over. Aaliyah Harris able to do so. Down on the baseline, Magert now. Shot fake and a traveling violation. I don't know if I agree with that one, Chief.
No, Ryan Heil, and you played so many games, a lot of times he got called, so he's quicker than the official thinks he is, and I don't think that was a good call there, but, got her dancing before the music start.
Bella Stone looking up. Shaq has it. Kind of a little one-on-one Euro step lefty. No good. And South Eugene will come down with the rebound and look to run.
Good job by Emma. Great job by Magert to almost draw the foul there and get herself to the line, but Emma doing a great job. Body control, staying away.
Stein. Over to Aubrey Lewis. Lewis looking to attack. Down the lane, up with the left hand, off the backboard, off the front of the rim and out.
Great
Shaq
help.
Down with the rebound.
Great help by Shaq. Good rebound. Now back on the attack.
Wheels to Bella. Bella's going to set up some offense. Panthers haven't got a bucket in the last couple minutes. Be nice to run something here. And a timeout from Tom Cole. A good one at that.
Good timeout and a 10-point lead with about 5 minutes to go in the ballgame, 4:56. Good job by the Panthers. Good timeout by Coach Cole.
We're going to take a break. On the John L. Scott scoreboard, Panthers leading 51-41. We'll be right back after this.
Hello, I'm Lennox Scott, Chairman and CEO of John L. Scott Real Estate. In 1931, my grandfather started John L. Scott Real Estate. I would like to take a moment to thank you for your trust in allowing us to serve your real estate needs. Helping you realize your home ownership dreams is why we do what we do. But one thing is clear, it takes place one client at a time, each individual buyer or seller, because at the end of the day, it comes down to you. The past few years have been an incredible time of growth for us. We now have over 110 offices and more than 3,000 broker associates in the states of Washington, Oregon, Idaho, and California. But our higher purpose is living life as a contribution.
.458 left here in the fourth period. The Panthers leading 51-41. Ball inbounded to Bella Stone. See what the Panthers come out of the timeout with. Looks like they might want to run some clock here. Pressure out, extended from South Eugene. Stone dribbles around one. Look inside, Tanisha. Spin move back to the right hand. Step back through, left-handed finish. Tanisha Coley with her 6th point of the night.
Nice little entry pass and just a double move there by Tanisha. Gets a big bucket almost over and back there.
A cutting Aubrey Jackson inside. Kick it out. Aaliyah Harris. Stein. Sophia Magert. Baseline. Little teardrop. Looked like there was some contact. No call, as that would have been Coley's 5th foul. Rebound down to Wheels, and she'll take her time bringing it across the timeline. Picks it up. Goes to Bella Stone. And a foul committed by Stein, so Bella Stone will head to the free throw line for a 1-and-1 situation. That's the 9th team foul on South Eugene with 3 minutes, 59 seconds remaining here in the fourth.
Good job there. Good job by the defense right there. We held South Eugene in 9 points here in the second half, and now we're getting in that 5-man game or 4-1 game, and just hold on to the ball, make them foul you, go to the line, and convert those free throws.
Bella Stone knocks the first free throw down.
Bella, not a lot of points on the board, but instrumental in the 13-point lead right now.
Rebounding the basketball, loose balls, making the extra pass. She's done a nice job.
Yeah, her and Emma and Teague Perry probably leading this team in rebounding right now. Maybe Bella, don't have the live stats going right now for Bella, but besides her assists and floor, she's been on the boards a lot as well.
Yeah.
I kind of think the only line she's looking at is that W or the L.
Yeah. Second free throw on the way is good. 55-41, 3:59 left. And the Panthers still putting pressure on. Schmierbach pressuring. Ball's thrown away. Bella Stone able to chase it down.
Defense now is paying huge dividends, and the depth of this Panther team is taking over the second half.
Bella goes to Tanisha. Tanisha to Emma. She'll kick it out. Petrojetti for three. No good. Rebound down to the Axe, and a foul from Emma Schmierbach, 90 feet away from the basket. And South Eugene will earn themselves a trip to the line. The one thing you don't want to do right now if you're the Panthers is foul so far away from the hoop and let them accumulate points with the clock stopped.
And I think Gimma knows that. Coach talking with her a little bit, but she's had a heck of a ball game.
Sophia Magert doesn't get the free throw to go, but the ball's going to be out of bounds off the Panthers, so South Eugene will get the possession. Glenzel, top of the key. Here's how they scored earlier. South Eugene on that out-of-bounds play. Dribbling baseline, going to lose it, but the ball's going to stay with the Axe. That was Bella Gonzalez, the sophomore guard, 5'9". Her first action of the game. Glenzel will get it again, reverse it. Magert for three. Bang! Sophia Magert, 21 on the night for the sophomore.
Amazingly, with Coleman and Schmierbach on her all night with 21 and almost half of the South Eugene points here late in the fourth quarter.
Bella Stone has it. We'll kick it to Wheels. Back to Stone. Kaylee Chamberlain on top. Kick it back. Bella Stone. Bella dribbling down the lane. Layup is good.
Ran to perfection that time. We're going to play 5 out and make them foul you, and if they give you a lane.
Bella Petrojetti with the steal. It's going to be out of bounds off Bella, though. Ball will stay with South Eugene.
Bella Petrojetti still competing here, even though a high scorer on the team, and the game not coming to her tonight offensively, and she's still in there battling, playing tough, hard-nosed defense.
Ball's kind of loose out top. Coleman defending down the lane. Goes South Eugene, and Tanisha Coley will take the charge.
No, she took one earlier, and they give her the block. That time, great position, great job by Tanisha, and like to see more of that from the South Medford boys as well. And Tanisha running that perfect there. Great job.
Ball inbounded. Kaylee Chamberlain doubled, trying to dribble down the sideline. Nothing doing there. Coley able to come up with it. Now they'll look ahead.
Nice pass.
Wheels to Tony. Tony with the finish. And the Panthers' lead grows to 15. 2:07 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Bella Stone's going to step in front. Ball gets tipped right back to South Eugene, though. Sophia Megert has her shot blocked from the three-point line. Coleman's ahead of the defense. Coley looks ahead, and Tony's going to kick it out with 1:51 left, and the Panthers will look to run some clock. Coleman, crossover. She'll give it up to Bella Petrojetti. Aaliyah Harris guarding through the legs. Bella, she'll kick it out to Wheels. 90 seconds left, and Harris will foul Petrojetti, and Bella will go to the line for two.
No blood, no foul. Might be some blood there.
Harris called on the foul. Bella Petrojetti at the line,
shooting. Two. Timeout. South Eugene will take one with them. We'll be right back after this.
Circle K is your on-the-go tailgate headquarters. Whether it's a home game or a road game, when you need a big play, call on My Circle K. From their always fresh premium brewed coffee, ice-cold fountain drinks and sodas, fresh made-for-travel deli items. When it comes to special teams, nothing is more special than My Circle K's Kickback Reward Program. Rewards every purchase, every time. Find them, follow them, throw a tailgate party with them. MyCircleK.com.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Bella Petrojetti at the line, shooting two.
Welcome back here. Bella Petrojetti going to the line for two. Panthers lead by 15 with 1:32 left. First one on the way for Bella is up and good. Just 3 points on the night for Bella. Not her most productive offensive night. Got to be something said, though, for your team winning as a captain when you only get 4. And the effort on the defensive end has been good. Glenzel from distance. Bang!
Got to give this South Eugene team credit. They've played with all heart, and they had the lead at half, and just not able to get the shots to fall. Credit to South Medford defense.
A minute left here to be played in regulation. Bella Stone dribbling, picks it up. Kaylee Chamberlain, Tanisha Coley with the finish.
Nice pass again by Chamberlain, and Tanisha coming off that. Giving herself some space and getting the bucket.
Coleman knocks it away from Megert. With 45 seconds left, Megert chases it down. Good pressure there from Coleman. A deep three on the way. And it's no good. Rebound down to Tanisha. Chamberlain will walk it up. And we'll go to Tony on the left wing. Double comes, and ball's kicked out of bounds. South Medford will retain possession with 25 seconds left. Up 16. Inbound, Bella Petrojetti on top. We'll go to Bella Stone, and the Panthers will look to work the rest of the time off the clock. South Eugene out pressuring. Go by her, sis. Ball's loose on the floor. Tony dives on it. And a held ball with 13 seconds left. Well, and the ball will go to South Eugene.
Great team win here for South Medford without Sierra Logue's presence and big presence on the court. And then Tanisha getting in foul trouble and everybody rallying to the cause.
Sophia
Megert down the lane, and Sophia will have 23 on the night. And that will be your final score. South Medford escapes after being down 3 at halftime. Able to get the 63-49 victory here at home. And will stay undefeated in the Southwest Conference, as they're probably going to be happy to not see South Eugene again, Chief.
Well, I tell you, I was really impressed with South Eugene. Really well-disciplined club, well-coached. You got some good kids in the second half, just not getting the ball to fall. And I think you got to give a lot of credit to South Medford defense and the depth of that team. And we talked about earlier in the game that the depth of that bench pays off. with Sierra out, Tanisha on the bench, and Shaq coming in and having a big game, Schmierbach having a big game, and their entire rest of the ball club having a big game, and then Kay Ely coming on scoring 8 or 10 points in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, Kay Ely had a 9 in the second half, and she did a great job of kind of calming herself down after that technical foul, which it could have gotten worse from there, but Wheels kind of righted the ship and hit a couple shots late, and defensively able to make some nice plays, but also don't want to lose the fact Emma Schmierbach was huge.
Oh, yeah.
Whether it was deflections, defensively, offensively, she got in double digits tonight and really provided a spark off the bench in the first half when the Panthers were struggling offensively. Bella was held scoreless in the first half, and Kaylee only had 2. So, I mean, it was really Tony and Emma. They had 19 of the 29 points and able to get the win tonight through those struggles, missing their girl in the middle, Sierra Logue, who dislocated her knee against the Irish last Friday.
And we can only hope that she's going to be able to get back in early fashion. Good news is we have Grants Pass, Roseburg, and North before we face Sheldon on the 28th.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So the good news is, the teams that we've been able to handle are, up next. So,
yeah.
But Emma, she impresses me every night with her defensive game and length and playing great defense on Sophia Megert all night long. And she created probably 10 or 12 turnovers solely on her own.
Right.
And then being able to score in transition off the defense.
Yeah. I think it's easy, too, for people to kind of lose Bella Stone in all of this because she doesn't score that much. But the way she handles herself in the floor game, runs the show, she's been an excellent addition and really done a nice job of, directing traffic out there. Defensively, she gets, her hands on a lot of balls and chases a lot of rebounds down that she shouldn't get. Just a great, quarterback on the floor, can see the floor very well and, just provides more to that depth in this Panther lineup. Shaq, though, was big tonight.
Yeah.
Whether it was rebounding the basketball or, she had to fill in that role tonight of playing center like she did a lot last year when Sierra was injured. And she did that in a very productive way. I think 10 points off the bench, and then Tanisha was in foul trouble, throughout the game. So it was kind of Shaq's turn to step up, and she really provided the Panthers with a spark, off the bench, and was instrumental in that third quarter run when they got over the hump and retook the lead for good.
Yeah, I tell you, so a lot of, the suspects, but, a great team win for South, and good for Shaq because, she's had some limited minutes in some ball games where, that she's, she's able to produce and able to come in and do what she did tonight. And with Tanisha getting in foul trouble and Sierra out, she had one of the biggest games of the season for her, and they needed her tonight. And Schmierbach, and Tony and Bella, those 3 guards, and Kay Ely, those 4 guards, really, they're tough to deal with. They all bring something to the table, and it's tough to defend, and they also, offensively, they can put up some big numbers.
We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have play of the game for you, and we'll close up. We'll be right back after this.
Let's go! At US Cellular, we heard you. You want a wireless plan that works for you. That's why we're giving you unlimited data for just $30 on a network ranked #1 in network quality performance. All that and no hidden fees. That's the best value in wireless. That work for you? US Cellular. Choose fair.
For the best deals in wireless on a network that works in the middle of anywhere, visit Siskiyou Cellular, your local US Cellular agent. 7 locations, including Central Point off Plaza Boulevard.
The Associates for Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery provide professional, personal, and compassionate care for their patients. Their offices in Medford, Grants Pass, and Klamath Falls practice the full scope of services from corrective jaw surgery to wisdom teeth removal and much more. For more information or to schedule your complimentary dental implant consultation, call 541-779-3781.
We think in our stores that we have the best selection and the best value for the dollar.
My name's Haley, and I've been showing sheep for 5 years through 4-H and pigs for 2 years through 4-H. 2 years ago I got grand champion, and today I got reserve grand champion. It's a really good program, and it teaches the kids self-responsibility. The program wouldn't be how it is today if we didn't have people like Sherm coming out and supporting us.
If you shop with us, you will save money.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love my team. I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at Southern Oregon's.
Welcome back here live in the Southern Oregon Sports Commission post-game show. Chief, you got a player of the game for tonight? You might have one. I might have one.
Yeah,
my decision will be based off of what your decision is. Yeah.
Well, Tony Coleman, she's steady. She always gives you that 12 to 14 points on the offensive side, and she's always there on the defensive side. She kind of got them going there when they had a little lull, driving the bucket. So close between 3 or 4 players. I'll go with Tony Coleman tonight.
Tony Coleman gets the nod for the Southern Oregon Sports Commission player of the game. I'm going to go a different way then. You're going to go with a guard. I'm going to go with a big girl off the bench, Shakaya Teague Perry, Shaq. Southern Oregon Sports Commission player of the game here. You heard it first from Boomer Marshall. Caleb, who's your player of the game? Caleb, he's on the phone. Who's your player of the game? We got Tony and Shaq. Emma Schmierbach. Caleb Franklin says Emma Schmierbach, so his Southern Oregon Sports Commission player of the game. Emma Schmierbach off the bench, brought that offensive and defensive energy there in the first half, and really provided the spark off the bench to keep kind of the Panthers in it, so to say, with the big two, and Bella Petrogetti and Kaylee Chamberlain struggling in the first half offensively. It was Emma that kind of righted the ship coming off the bench with 10 just in the first half alone, and so she's also earned the nut. So 3 different decisions, I think all good choices, and on any given night you could have 3, 4, or 5 different players of the game from the Panthers' arsenal and depth in their lineup. So any last thoughts, Chief? Final thoughts?
Great win, kind of sets the table for the big game on the 28th at Sheldon, and, take care of that, and you win the conference, and you get a number 1 or 2 seed maybe out of the deal, and which is great news for the Lady Panthers going into the state championship.
Yeah, and nobody said it was going to be easy tonight. We thought this might be a trap game. It was. South Eugene came ready to play. The Panthers answered with their backs kind of up against the wall without having their best stuff and without their best effort. Found a way to get a win here at home against South Eugene. You don't want to count the next 3 as good or the next 4 as definite wins, but you're talking about games where they averaged about 50 points in the margin of victory and before that Sheldon game. So you control your own destiny. You like to be in that situation as a coach and a player, and have a chance to win out and head to the state tournament. With only 3 losses, I believe 23 wins. So exciting time for the Lady Panthers. Head coach Tom Cole. Hopefully Sierra Logue gets healthy, and Panthers march all the way to the state tournament with, like you said, the 1 or 2 seed. So thank you for joining us here tonight on Table Rock Sports. For Caleb Franklin and the Chief, Dan Marshall, I am Boomer Marshall saying good night and God bless from Medford, Oregon.